Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for what should be the first of many episodes of the new and alpha release Airport CEO. We're going to jump right in, skip through the Willy Foo-Foo stuff, and get to playing the game so you can learn how to play it with me. All right? We're going to do a new adventure. We're going to take this here and type in A-Train. And we are going to continue. We are going to select our location over here. And we're going to zoom in. Wow, boy, it gets in close. And we are going to select, basically, Dallas, Texas, USA. Hooray! Dallas Love Field. DAL. Airport logo. That's kind of cool. Palm trees, planets, goofy stuff. More goofy stuff. Kind of like that. That's kind of nice. All right, we're going to choose Airport Easy. All right. And we are going to start with $2 million. Launch it. All right, a pretty steep learning curve to this game. All right. So what we're going to try to do is cover this quickly. So plan on backing up if you miss something. You know, ask questions down below in the comments if you have questions. All right, you get this nifty little letter. Great, thanks, appreciate it. All right, here's what the screen looks like. Top panel, stats, notifications, quick buttons. Is your email, weather, your flight schedule, and this little airplane here is General Aviation. Here's your cash and your cash flow per hour. These are notifications up here. All right. Oh, I got to pause this silly thing. Let's see. P. There we go. All right. Game menu. Save, load, settings, exit. Here's your date and time. The seasons. Green leaf is spring. Sun is summer. Brown leaf or something like that is fall. Snowflake is winter. All right. This is your game menu to save and load games, and then your time control. All right, on the right side is the management panel. We'll be going through that. The key thing you need to know as a new person, manuals and tutorials are down here at this question mark. All right, so that's one way you can load the game up and walk through it with the tutorials, okay? Flight planner is also here. Construction and demolition and overlay buttons are down here. These are the overlays. Bulldozer, your areas, which is your zoning. I'm going to mention some things to compare it to Airport CEO or Sim Airport, so that those of you coming over from Sim Airport,
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
All right, that way you know, hey, this relates to this. So areas are zones, okay? Items are stuff, infrastructures, your roads, taxiways, your plane stands, and what have you. And then structures are how you build your buildings and things of that nature, okay? So that's the basics. All right, so you notice Airport CEO Alpha Build version 0.21.1, all right? This is early on. So there are some bugs, but we'll work through them. All right, so you get this big old chunk of land here on the map. All right, cool. Now, this is the access road, and what is on the access road is basically, this is your delivery zones. All right, your workers, when you sign a contract for construction workers get dropped off here. Stuff gets dropped off here. That's your delivery zone, okay? And there's all these little markings on the road that helps tell the buses and the trucks and all that stuff where to put stuff, all right? So now, what we're going to do is this. We're going to keep this simple. We're going to get things up and flowing, building a basic general aviation airport, all right? And then we will build upon that to add the commercial side in, starting with prop jobs, and then we'll move up to jets, okay? Along the way, we'll show how you do the fuel systems, how you do security, how you do the baggage systems and all that. But I want to try to bite these off in bite-sized chunks so that everything's understandable, Okay? Now, here's the management panel. Here's our dashboard. This is where we start. All right, this is me, whatever. Have all this stuff. Ratings aren't looking too good right now. Here's some information. Here's your money. Here's some notifications. Okay? Got it? Cool. All right. The first thing we need to do is come down here to, I would say, to contracts. That's important. So see where that is? Actually, you can access contracts on any one of these three buttons. But first and foremost, we're actually going to go to committees, which is the board. All right. These four buttons, you got staff, shifts, the board, and applicants. All right. The first thing we're going to need to do is hire a procurement director, so they get us stuff. So now we've clicked on it, left click on it, opens it up for applications. All right, now let's look over to applicants. Let's run time ahead just real quick. Give it a few seconds. All right, then we're going to pause it again. Now we can go here to this filter. See, you got all these people here. We're going to go to this filter and run down here to procurement director. These are the people applying for the job. All right, this is how it works. You can go through everybody. You can go through the specific position. Okay, it tells you how much they cost per hour. All right, there's a little picture of them and whatever. You left click on them. They give you a little story, blah, blah, blah. Here's how much I want. Here's their stats. Here's where they're coming from. And then here's some stuff about them. All right. The higher these things are, obviously, the better. This lady can handle stress. She's like a Vulcan and not terribly pleasant and somewhat technical. All right. So we'll close her out because she's $29.40 an hour. We're going to look at this guy. He looks almost better. I mean, he's cheaper. And then this guy, Boris, he's kind of in between. I'm going to hire Sean Harris. All right, he's hired. So that gives us a procurement director, which is going to allow us to get stuff and sign contracts. All right, so now we're going to click on contracts. Now, with contracts, here's the thing. We're going to look at this contract here. We're running time ahead just a little bit to see if we're going to get offered more. We're going to pause time. We're going to do that several times. So here's how the contract works. This is a construction contract. All right, see the hammer and the wrench there? And then you'll see a number of stars that rate the company. Now, it says type building, small class, requirements fulfilled, which is you have to have a procurement director to do contracts. And then expires day one. All right, big deal. But let's click on this, look real quick. It was formed by this guy, blah, blah, blah. All we care about is this right here. Maximum deployable contractors is 54. Hourly fee per used contractor is $9. That's too high. We're going to reject that contract. Goodbye. Now we're going to run time ahead and see if we get offered another one. Here's another one. Same company. Let's see what they do. 53 at $9 per hour. Reject. Goodbye. We're going to run ahead again. And we're going to run ahead a little bit more. All right, this is the process. See, $9.80 an hour. Nope, we're not taking your contract. There's another. Aha, here we are. This is who I was looking for. Get Brickley. See, A, they're 3 stars. B, $6.30 an hour. C, more people. Okay, so they'll be delivering skilled workers to build structure based on blueprints. Okay, so now we're going to come down here and click sign the contract. Blah blah blah. That's done. Good to go. All right. Let me see if there's anything we need to do here in procurement real quick while we're in the neighborhood. Yeah, I've got one in the boards panel, stupid. Go forward so you realize that I've got one. Thank you. All right. These are things you do in procurement. Again, procurement comes under the same tab with this stuff here. All right. There's all this stuff you can unlock. The critical things early on are going to be aviation gas for us or Jet A1 fuel. The little prop jobs use avgas. The jets use Jet A1. Okay? We're going to go ahead and unlock this. You don't have the requirements. Oh, we got to build the stuff first. It's kind of stupid, but it's like, why can't we research it? All right. So what are we going to do, A-Train? That's a good question. Let's get to building. All right, we're going to come down here to, we're not going to do structures. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Here's your building foundations, and here's how you bulldoze it. Here's how you lay in flooring. Here's how you build walls, and then 3 different size doors. Then your buildings, you got fence, you got a vehicle depot. That's where your fuel trucks and your baggage carts and stuff park. You got a small aircraft control tower and a weather station. Those are good to have. Then you got trees and lights. If you want to play around with trees, that's later. Lights are kind of neat. You'll see that at night. All right, infrastructure. Public roads and service roads. What's the difference? Basically, if you think, again, in the sim airport world, the fences don't work in this yet. All right? But be prepared for them because at some point they probably will. Soon. So, you don't basically build the airport and then build a fence and then everything on one side of the fence is secure and everything on the other side is non-secure. Public roads tie into this road here. You have to have service roads for your vehicles like your fuel trucks and your baggage carts to use. So basically, these are outside the secure area, these are inside the secure area, and to go between the two, use a checkpoint. All right? So, what we're going to do is add a little bit to the secure road. Now, notice how this is broken down. Here's the grid system. All right? 4x4 grid, so 16 little tiles per grid. And they're tiny because you get little things like light poles, and they only take up one little square tile. Okay? So, but the sidewalk takes up one little square tile. But the roads take up 4x4. All right. Now, you might have just noticed something. If I mouse over it, and it's a little hinky sometimes, so let me do it here. Asphalt or concrete? You get your choice. They're the same price. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to take asphalt. And what we're going to do here is just build this road up about that far. That's just to start with. Now, then we're going to add a little bit on over here. Wait, let me think about that for a second. Because what we're going to need to do is build a checkpoint. And the checkpoint's going to face this way. And, oh, that's good to go right there. Actually, it's good to go right here. So we could build it there. I'm not sure if I want to build it that close to the bottom. Yeah, you know what? There's plenty of room there. All right, good. We're going to save some money here and do this on the cheap, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and plop this in here. Now, let me show you how to undo something. See how we've laid this road out? It looks kind of like a blueprint. All right, to get rid of it, we could bulldoze it. All right, and it lights up in red. And then you left click, and that gets rid of it. Or you go to the original thing. In this case, we'll go asphalt road. You mouse over it. See how it turns red? Green means you want to build it there. You double click, that commits. Red means I can't do anything. But if I push the control button, it turns yellow, and see it says demolition tool. So now we're going to highlight this and this, left click, and boom, it goes away. If you release the control button, it'll go back to green. So you got to hold the control button down, highlight whatever you want to get rid of so it turns yellow, and then release the left mouse and then click the left mouse again. All right, got it? Cool. Here we go. We're going to build this road this way, just like that. Now on this side, we're going to build service road. All right, so for now, we're going to start like this. Now the thing I want to, that I'm concerned with at the moment, well actually there's a couple of things. I know there's going to be a way to build fencing off this checkpoint, and I want to keep enough room that we can put a fuel depot down here. That's going to be under structures. See, we haven't researched it yet. Let me go back to procurement here. Oh, you've got to have an aircraft stand. Okay, big deal. That's all right. That pretty well, all right, figures that out. All right, so all I'm going to try to do is manage my space over on this side. Because again, this is going to be the general aviation side over here and where we start, okay? So let me go back to infrastructure and public, asphalt. There we go. Let's go ahead and run this over maybe that far. I think that'll be okay. I think this is enough room for fuel depots. So, yeah. Now, all right. Let me look at something here. So here's our available space. Let's go to, aircraft stuff. All right. So you got generic stuff, you got transportation stuff, and you got aircraft stuff. Small runway. All right. R rotates. Q&E rotates your view. WASD moves the screen around. You can't bump the edge of the screen and move it around like you can on Sim Airport. All right. So what I want to do is I'm planning on putting a runway over here. Now this runway is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those 16 small tiles, 5 of the big tiles wide. All right. So that's my reference point. Okay. Then I want to have at least 5 tiles in between it. They don't have a planning tool, so we got to kind of finagle this a little bit. So let's look at putting asphalt road. All right. That puts us off the edge of the map. So we could build the runway across here. That's 5. All right. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where we actually want to put the runway. Is along this line. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it a little bit further over to the right. Let's go 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I go 6 there? 5. All right, very good. That'll work. Now, again, we just blueprinted that. So, although we don't have a planning tool, until you commit to contractors and they actually bring stuff in and start building, notice we haven't lost any money yet. Okay? So, you don't get charged until you build. Okay? So, we're going to look at the small runway. We're going to move it up a little bit. Well, poop. I want to keep it in line here. There's the line. All right, we're going to move this up a little bit. And because I kind of want to have the landing lights and stuff in the map. Now, supposedly they're going to be able to, you're going to be able to expand the map, here at some point. All right. Let's just plop that down there. It says small runway. All right, cool. Yeah, that's good. And we can extend that after we build it. It's going to build it initially as a grass strip. All right, so you don't have an option here. But look at this. If I mouse over a small stand, you can build grass, asphalt, or concrete. Always build grass. Until it changes, it's $20,000 for a grass small stand. Okay? Notice asphalt and concrete are $60,000. However, you can upgrade the grass stand, and it's only $20,000 to upgrade. So if you can math, you can figure this out. 20 plus 20 is 40. 40,000 is 20,000 less than 60,000. You get what I'm saying here? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? All right. So what we're going to do then next is we're going to look at taxiway foundation. And we're going to go ahead and build this as asphalt. Well, it keeps... All right. Because you can't upgrade the taxiway. All right. You've got to just build it straight up. You can build grass, and the taxiway does not degrade. Runways degrade, and plane stands degrade, but taxiway does not. Okay, so let's put this down here. We're going to make this taxiway 5 tiles wide. Okay, why is it 5 tiles wide, A-Train? That's a good question. Because that's the size it's needed for commercial aircraft. All right. So we're going to start here and here. We're going to go ahead and just make it 5 by 5 just initially. All right. Again, it's showing what the cost will be, but it's not going to charge us till we unpause and start building. Now, over here is where we want to start building our plane stands. We're going to build small stands and use grass. Okay. Now, see how it looks? All right. The lower part of the plane stand there where you see what looks like a crosswalk and a road, that's the service road. That's what your vehicles use to drive through the area. The little area at the top where the red airplane is, that's where you connect to taxiway. All right? So that's how that works. Now, we are not going to put it right on top of this stuff. What I'm trying to do is space it out just enough. So let me go back to taxiway. I'm going to right click and get rid of that. I'm going to go asphalt taxiway. We're going to go 5 wide, and then we're going to go up and go there. All right, now we're going to go back to small stand, grass, okay, and let's see, do I want to do this as far down? Let me see here. That's 5 wide, 2, 3, 4. That's going to put us kind of tight on that, but I think we'll be okay. We'll work that out in a minute. Okay, we're going to use this one because it'll make things, it'll expedite things when we have aircraft moving here in just a minute. All right. So we're going to build 1, 2. Wait. Belay that. Okay, so I'm holding down the left click button. It turns yellow. And then I double click it. All right. Left click. And it's gone. All right. Actually, for the small airplanes, you can do a 3-wide taxiway. All right. So we're going to cut the difference here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, I've done that. Now we're going to go taxiway foundation. Thank you. We're going to do a 3-wide taxiway just like this. Boom. All right. That's got that done. Now, we're going to wind up taking part of this road back out, and that's okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. All right, so let's go back to small stands. What I want to do is do 16. Actually, I'm probably just going to start with these 8. All right. Now, I'm going to come back to service road, asphalt. We're going to highlight, and we're going to take out those 4. Now, we're going to highlight, and we're going to drag this down to here. That's going to give our service road access to these stands because they connect right here at the bottom, and then they connect to these up here. Okay? Now, back to taxiway. Let's complete that. All right. So we're going to lock it in here. We're going to drag all the way up to the top and go 5 wide with it. Boom. Got it. All right. There's our taxiway. Okay? Easy enough. Okay, that's the start of our airport right there. All right, so now, how do we get this built? There's a couple of ways. First thing we need to do is we're going to go to contracts and, we signed on the builders. Now, so we're skipping that. Let's go down here to operations. All right, this is another critical button. These 3 right here will get you where you need to go. But the gears are operations. This is what this looks like. Airport open close security, baggage handling on off, ramp agent service round disabled, aviation gas refueling, jet A1 refueling, catering, cleaning, de-icing. Okay, this is where you turn this stuff on and off. Always accept general aviation. Okay, what will happen once we open this airport to general aviation is if we don't enable this, the little green, the little airplane up here, let me close this out so you can see it. This airplane will turn green every time an aircraft wants to land. And then we've got to approve or disapprove that aircraft. All right? So if you have little stands set aside for general aviation, then that works out that you go into operations and you always accept GA. All right? Because they'll have a place to park. Now, you'll have the option to have these available for general aviation or commercial aircraft. You can designate which stands are for which. Okay? And that's where you can work with this on all the time and you don't have to worry about it. Tarmac lights are on by schedule. You can move that around. Okay? So that's how this screen works. And you can fast forward to the next day. If you don't have any construction going on, that moves quick and it moves it forward to 0400 the next day.
What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right. So now to build stuff, we're going to go into the construction tab. It says we got 84 available contractors, okay? And it says deploy how many contractors. Here's what I'm going to do. Up and down, you hold the control button, go up or down by 10. I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're going to go 50. And we could click deploy all. All right, that's going to call them up and send them out. And see all the objects to construct? Actually, no, screw it. We're going to deploy all of them initially. Then we'll dismiss some of them. And that saves cost, okay? So, to get things rocking and rolling, we're going to click the button here and kick it into warp speed, okay? So now, while that's happening, we're going to go ahead and add in, and we just got a notification here somewhere. Airport's closed, no tower exists. Yeah, you got to build one before you can accept flights. Got it. All right. No aircraft. Okay, we already got that. No runway exists. We already got that. Airport's closed, no kidding. Okay, so very good. Now we're building stuff, all right? We're going to go back to infrastructure. We're going to go back to service road. Whoops. And we're going to make sure it's asphalt. And we're just going to extend it up this way because we're going to be building up that direction. All right. Now, infrastructure, small stands, grass. Now, this here, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're going to flip it around. Oh, we got to put the taxiway in. We know it's going to be 3 tiles wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to come down here to taxiway. Well, we're going to right click that. Taxiway, asphalt. And we're going to extend this over here like this. And left click, that commits. All right, now you can see the cost has come out. Okay. So now we got our first plane stand that's been built. Let's left click on it and see what all it shows us. Status is closed. You open it here. Okay. Upgrade. You click on upgrade. You can upgrade to asphalt or concrete. See, I'm telling you, you bought this for 20 grand. You can upgrade it for 20 grand. We're not going to worry about it though. Pretty cheap when it comes to grass for commercial aircraft. I mean for general aviation. Demolish and set pushback point. You don't need to do this with general aviation. Okay. You only need to do it for commercial planes. All right. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to click General Aviation, Open Stand. General Aviation, Open Stand. So pain in the butt. But you got to do this. This is just part of the deal. All right. Stand requires a taxiway. Okay. Open Stand. Oh, you know what? Okay. Now, why is it saying that? That's a good question. Here's why. Note we've got a runway here. Hooray. It's set up to accept both. You can turn them on and off. Okay, you can control what comes in. Also, hey, look here. You can select whether it's an arrival or departure runway. Yes.
Boom, confetti.
Sim airport players have just rejoiced because awesomeness. All right, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this runway to asphalt. Okay. You can also extend it for a certain cost. Okay. All right, very good. Also, the markings are super cool. Now, we've got our taxiway here. Notice the lines and the markings are correct by ICAO standards. Now, what you got to do is go to infrastructure. Right here it says taxiway path. Click on this. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell airplanes where to go. We're going to start here in the middle of the runway, and we're going to go this way. This takes us to the middle of this taxiway. Commit to it by left clicking. Okay? Now, we're going to start there. We're going to go all the way up to the top, holding the W key. Go all the way up to the top. Stop. Right in the middle. Boom. We're going to start there, and we're going to drag out to the middle of the runway. Boom. Now we've established our taxiway. Good to go? Cool. Now, for these pads, what we got to do is click here and drag over like this. Then we're going to left click and drop it. Then we're going to start, actually not there, we're going to, I get that. We're going to start there and go there. And now these are connected in. This is telling your aircraft where they can taxi. You are setting up the paths that they can use to taxi. Okay? We tracking? Because I know everybody is just cheering and getting, you know, feeling funny in their pants right now because you're so excited. We're going to connect all these together just like that. And boom. Now, we'll right click to get rid of it. See how it's got cool tracking approach lights? Oh, we can get rid of this down here now too. So we're going to use a bulldozer, and we're just going to... And the guys will come down and demolish it. Okay? Oh, shoot, we're in haul ass mode. Oops. All right, let's slow that down. We're getting into the evening. You know what? Never mind. We're going to keep it going. All right, now we can open the stand. Okay? So now, General Aviation, open stand. Actually, it's easier if you start on the right and go to the left. Open General Aviation. Open General Aviation's already selected. All right. Open General Aviation. Next one, and it's just, oops. Yeah, there it is. Open. And click there. See how this works? Open stand. Boom. Open stand. That's already selected. All right, very good. All right, so yeah, it's a pain in the butt. You got to do this for every stand, but that, I mean, it gives you hyper control over what's going on. You want to close a particular stand or 2 or 5, you can just pick whichever ones you want to close and just close them. That's the beauty of it, okay? All right, there's that one, this one, and finally this one. All right, now we have General Aviation set up here. Cool. We need one more thing to start accepting flights, and that's going to be Air Traffic Control Tower. That is in structures. Small HCCT tower. We're going to we're going to set this guy up right, I'm thinking right here. Because I kind of want to, just for giggles, put some service road up to it. So I'm going to do infrastructure, service road, so it looks like you can park there. And left click. Now, one additional thing we're going to need here is going to be a vehicle depot. That will come into play as soon as we start building. We build a fuel depot. Okay. So we're going to pop this in here, just like that. And oh, you can change colors and stuff too. Yeah, look at that. You change all kinds of colors. It's cool and neat, in a neat and cool sort of way. Okay, now see the check mark? That's because when we were in operations, we clicked always accept GA. Like I said, if you don't, that will flash green when you've got an aircraft requesting permission to land. If you select always accept GA, it will be a green check mark and you're done. Good to go. Okay? There, the tower's built. Now, the one other thing we have to do is open the runway. And so, both way operation, and we're going to open the runway. Status open, operational cost, length, flights and pattern, 0. Got it? So, these are the basics to Airport CEO, gang. We now have a functioning airport that's going to open for us here in just a minute. The only other thing we need to do now that we have a plane stand is we can go ahead and step forward into the world of procurement. And we can unlock this now because we have an aircraft stand. Okay? So that's going to work on researching. And then it will unlock. And then we'll be able to build a fuel depot that's going to pop up right down here. Oh, let's build a weather station. It's a little thing. And put it up here by the air traffic control tower. We'll put. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it tidy. So let's put that right there. Okay, basic weather station. And then infrastructure. We'll go ahead and extend that service road because we're gonna go up that way eventually. All right, very good. So now our service roads are all tied in, and this is something I hope they improve, because I mean, why would you have to have back-to-back service roads, right? In theory, that service road should overlap because it is 2 lanes. And notice it's got crosswalk. That's so when you build next to the terminal, people can walk across it to get to the aircraft. Okay, easy enough. Oh, also note if I click on something and then I mouse over the screen at night, it's like a flashlight. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's pretty neat stuff. Okay, so we should have our fuel depot here about 0700, I think. We'll keep an eye out for that. Also, we can put a light pole or 2 in here. Put one there. Put one here, put one here, put one there. You can even put them on other things. Look at this. That's actually on the base for the air traffic control tower. And put one there. Kind of cool, huh? Some neat stuff here, I'm telling you, gang. It's neat. Okay, we just got a message. So let's check and see what our message was. We should have aircraft landing. Oh, poop. So, critical point. You got to go here. Wait, nope. We got to go to operations. Why aren't any airplanes landing? Because the airport is closed. Let's open that. Okay. We haven't upgraded fuel yet. That's still in progress. Now we'll see some airplanes start coming in. Hooray. There's our first flight. Yay. Oh, they're landing to the north. That kind of sucks. Oh, now they're stopping. Wait, so what is wrong here? What is the problem? Oh, okay. This is a technical thing. And this is something I was screaming about besides the correct ICAO markings. All right, you've got to tell them where the safe zone on the on the taxiway is. So this is the first spot, right? Here, let's go down here and click on toggle taxiways. Now you see the dots. So you don't want to build it here, but here, we're going to right click and create a holding point. Now, notice it's facing the wrong way. So we're going to click it again and then click it again, and now it's facing the correct direction. And that's what will clear these aircraft to taxi, because they're looking for, well, where can I go and what can I do? And that's their answer, okay? So now we're going to come down here to this end, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to right click on this dot, or wherever you want to put it. But this is the logical place. We're going to click, left click again, and boom. Now it creates that. And now watch. The airplanes, as soon as I hit play again, they'll start moving. Oh, yep, look. We got stuff, and one's taxiing and just passed the other up. All right, move, people. There you go. Now he's back in the correct order. So now we got planes coming in. Hooray! All right, let's turn that off. The one other thing we're going to do, and no, we're not even going to mess with it right now. Now notice, see, we're racking up some cash here as these guys sit, okay? This guy's done. Now he's going to taxi out. He's going to hold. Look how nice and neat these guys, how well organized they are, right? Now watch, they hold here. This guy's holding for airplanes to land. And now he gets his chance to take off, and zoom, zoom, he's out of here. Pretty impressive, huh? Next one's out. Oh, no, one just landed. The next one's heading out. Zoom. All right, so flight ops are going to go to the north. What I'm going to do is create a taxiway foundation. And we're going to put it right about here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put it here. Okay, and that's just going to be a short turn off to save a little bit of time. These guys are rolling in now. We're losing money, but as soon as our contractors come deliver this and get it taken care of, see, they're running out there now. There they are. And then we're going to wrap up this episode. There goes an airplane taking off. Hooray! All right, there's one that's landed. So now I'm going to show you how you do this again real quick. Once I get this built. So we're going blueprint to build, and then we're going to establish taxiway. All right, last one, and boom, confetti. All right, very good. Now we're going to go to taxiway node. We're going to start in the middle of the runway and do that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to right click here and set up a holding point. Right like that. Okay? Now, watch what the airplanes do when they come in. And they turn off the runway early. That gets them down here quicker. All right? Loving it. Now, awesome. Cool stuff, huh? Okay, so structures-wise, we have fuel depot ready to go. We are going to do that in our next episode. I hope you are having fun and enjoying this and are very happy about the new Airport CEO. Now available on Steam. Link available in the description below. And if you have any questions, comments, or constructive criticism on how I can make my videos better, please put those down there as well. I want to thank you for tuning in. Please give us a like if you enjoy what you see. We have established ourselves a little General Aviation airport just like that, folks. It's Airport CEO, fun, cool, neat, and really kind of pretty too. So give us a like, share with your friends. Hey, tell them Airport CEO, it's awesome. It was going for less than $15 US on Steam. Get it while it's on sale. And then subscribe to the channel for more great content coming soon. I'm A-Train. Thanks for tuning in. It's over, and I'm out.